Didn't think I'd be back here for back-to-back days of reporting, but here I am. Welcome to Bethea's Byte. This is Tuesday, February the 15th, the day after Valentine's Day. I am Ernest Bethea, the last outlaw, and yes, this is Bethea's Byte. No question about it. This is your home for news, opinions, debates, and as always, your voice. Little house cleaning before I even get started. If you're a subscriber to the channel, welcome. If you're not yet, please like this video, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell for future videos because I will have more coming. This video will also be posted to Facebook. It'll be posted to Twitter, and of course, Bethea'sByte.com. If you haven't registered yet, please do so. Get on. Let's get in the conversation. Yesterday I was pretty emotional because of a post I had got yesterday, courtesy of both NBC News and Fox 13 in Tampa Bay. Shout out to both news organizations. This afternoon, I get another report regarding a 4-year-old who is missing in New York City, my old stomping grounds. She's been found alive. She's been missing since 2019. Word is she's been found alive, thank heaven. She was hidden under the stairs, according to authorities. Here's the article in full. A 4-year-old who went missing more than 2 years ago was found alive by police on Monday, hidden underneath a staircase in a New York home. Paisley Schultes was found at a residence in Saugerties, about 45 miles south of Albany, on Monday night after authorities received a tip regarding her whereabouts, and that's according to the Saugerties Police Department. Officers found the young girl after an hour of searching in a makeshift room under a staircase leading to the basement. Detective Eric Field noticed that something appeared odd about the staircase and saw a blanket after flashing a light between the steps. However, this is a quote, detectives used a tool to remove several of the wooden steps. That is when detectives saw a pair of tiny feet, police said in a statement on Tuesday. After removing several more steps, the child and her abductor were discovered within. The space was small, cold, and wet. Paramedics examined Paisley, and after determining her to be in good health, she was returned to her legal guardian. Paisley was reported missing from Cayuga Heights in July of 2019, and authorities believe she was taken by her, quote, non-custodial parents. Cayuga Heights is about 160 miles west of Saugerties. Kimberly Cooper, Kirk Schultes Jr., and Kirk Schultes Sr. were arrested and charged in Paisley's disappearance. Police have previously followed leads to the residence where Paisley was ultimately found, but said that each time the residents had denied any knowledge of the little girl's whereabouts. During some of the follow-ups to the Fawn Road location, authorities were permitted limited access into the residence to look around for the child by both Kirk Schultes Sr. and Jr., knowing that the child and her abductor were hidden within the house and would not be found, police said. Both Schultes were charged with 1 count each of felony custodial interference in the first degree and misdemeanor endangering the welfare of a child. Cooper was charged with custodial interference in the second degree and misdemeanor endangering the welfare of a child. She was remanded into custody for an outstanding warrant issued in Ulster County Family Court. Schultes Sr. and Jr. were released on their own recognizance, according to police. Neither Schultes was available following a phone call from NBC News to the residence where Paisley was found. A number listed for Cooper was not in service on Tuesday, and she could not be reached for comment. Orders of protection were issued against all three defendants. First of all, let me say, thank God that the child was found. Thank God she was found alive, because just as easy as she was found alive, it could have ended the other way. But now I get on to the three monsters in question: Kirk Schultes Sr., Kirk Schultes Jr., and Kimberly Cooper. So the three of you basically kidnapped and hid, pretty much imprisoned the little girl, and police come around, you want to say, oh, we don't know where she is. Really? First, you had no business interfering with that custody in the first place. Junior, senior, I'm talking to both of you. No, actually, I'm actually talking to all three of you. Kimberly Cooper, you too. So, let's see. Let me look at those charges again. Junior and senior with one count each of felony custodial interference in the first degree and misdemeanor endangering the welfare of a child. I wonder how many years that major count, that felony count gets. Kimberly Cooper, let's see, charged with custodial interference in the second degree. I wonder how many years that'll get. I'm sure that the misdemeanors may go by the wayside. But it's those felony charges I'm really concerned with, because I can see these three going to court and getting hit hard. 3 guilty verdicts on the felony custodial interference in the first degree for the Schultes boys, and second degree for Kimberly Cooper. They've got to do some time for that. They've got to do some time. And as for the little girl, I hope to God she is safe now in the arms of her legal guardians, and I do hope and pray that something like this never happens to her again. Now, I mentioned yesterday about an article I was practically in tears about on yesterday's Byte, and it still sickens me to this day. I mean, how do you do something like this? How do you do something like this? I mean, I even tried to give my wife a little hint as to what was happening. She's like, don't tell me, it'll piss me off. And in a way, I don't blame her. This hits me right in the heart, because, like I said, I'm an adopted child. So, yeah, this would hit me hard. A Florida couple arrested after they allegedly locked up their 14-year-old son in a small structure in a garage where he was monitored with a camera and had a bucket to use as a bathroom. And from what I've read, the structure that was built in the garage was, well, depending on how you look at it, it could be an 8 foot by 8 foot prison, or an 8 foot by 8 foot standing casket. You be the judge. It's sad. I mean, how much of a monster do you have to be to do something like that? That's why I call them monsters. Tracy and Timothy Fariner, I called you monsters yesterday. I still do. Kimberly Cooper and the Schultes guys, you three are monsters. as well, and you deserve to be called out as such. And that's what I do here at Bethea's Byte when it comes to stories like this. When I come on here and you hear the word monster come out of my mouth, you know it's something serious. So again, I say like I said yesterday, to those parents who are out there doing their due diligence to care for and protect your children, you have my utmost respect, because that's what a parent does. To the monsters, like I said, and I kept it clean. I kept it clean. I said, there's a special place for all of you, but I guarantee you will not like the accommodations, either in this life or in the afterlife. I said what I said, and if you think I'm taking it back, you got the wrong guy. They call me the last outlaw for a reason. I'm the outlaw that calls out monsters. And the five of you, the Ferreters, the Schultzes, and Kimberly Cooper, you fit. Do what you want with it. Again, I said what I said. I'm not taking it back. That's going to do it for me. I want to hear your commentary. And like I said yesterday, if you're looking for me to change my stance on something like this, think again. This is why I am the last outlaw. You do wrong, I call you out on it. I want to hear your comments. Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Bethea'sByte.com. If you got something to say it. I will listen to you. I will respond in kind. And but be careful though. I may respond in kind, but it may not be kindly depending on what you say and how it looks. That's it. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll be back again soon. You know what to do, ladies and gentlemen.